Hey everyone, welcome back to Comfy Cozy Crochet with Tris. I am Tris and this is podcast 10. Super excited that we got to 10. It seems like kind of a silly milestone, but it seems like a milestone nonetheless. So we've got several things to share with you today. We have a few finished objects, a couple of works in progress. There's definitely a couple of acquisitions and announcements, so definitely stay tuned. But let's just kind of dive right in so this isn't the longest video known to man. Number one, I am for the first time ever participating in Setta's Cal. So that's Setta from Setta's Place. I will leave her link down below. In fact, I will leave the link to her Cal announcement. If you're unfamiliar with the term Cal, it means crochet along. But anyway, this year it is based off of this beautiful calendar, and I always want to put my finger right there in the middle of it. It's Alaska's High Points. Try to get the glare there. And it's all of the mountains of the last frontier is the little subtitle there. Whoops, as I'm dropping things. So what it is every month you get a picture, obviously, but as far as the cowl goes, you are supposed to make one cowl per month based off of what you see in this picture, which is kind of interesting. So I am gonna be honest, I'm being kind of harsh with myself about this project, and I'm not super thrilled that the colors came out exactly what I was looking for in the picture, but I just kind of went with it. I immediately started with a bunch of blues, and then I decided that I didn't like that, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna do blues and grays because this is the picture. Let me just go ahead and zoom in on that for you. So I'm seeing a lot of grays and whites gradient in here, and a little bit of brown and taupe, right? But I'm also seeing a lot of blue in the sky and blue in the water here, and a little bit of a blue cast throughout the snow. Can you see that? So I originally wanted to have white with like ribbons of blue running through it, and then the white and gray speckle is what you're gonna see play in a bunch in my cowl. Because I decided that I couldn't stand the white and gray with the really vivid blue. I think had I had something that was more of a gradient as far as blue goes, or if it was maybe a lighter blue, I could have been okay with it, but it just didn't work. So I ended up frogging that. Actually, I haven't frogged it yet. I need to do that. But I ended up casting that aside and went with just gray. I chose to work with the Mandala Ombre yarn in the color Cool. And I don't have the yarn band in front of me, so I apologize. I don't have the stats off the top of my head, but it's somewhere around 350 yards. It is a number 4 weight acrylic yarn. And so I was looking and I wanted to try a new stitch. One thing that I have definitely been trying to challenge myself to do this year and this month, to say, okay, I need to try something new. I want to tackle something that I've been wanting to do. And I met Alison Russell. Hi, Alison, if you're watching this, in one of the lives that I was participating in. She was just the sweetest thing. She was super helpful, really nice. And I popped over to her channel, and one of her newest tutorials at the time was this crocodile stitch cowl. And crocodile stitch has been something that I have been just dying to learn for a long time. I think everybody has seen the fingerless mitts that are the crocodile stitch in beautiful gradiated colors. That's all over my Pinterest feed anyway, or it used to be. And ever since I saw those, I thought, oh my gosh, I have to learn that stitch, but I've been so intimidated by it. And I thought the cowl would be a perfect thing to work on. It's small, it's not something crazy, it's not gonna be some 3D object that I'm nervous about working with. And I'm glad that I started small with it, because it is a difficult stitch in my opinion. Once you get the hang of it, easy peasy, right? I feel like it's one of those like riding a bike. Like, it's not the easiest thing to learn per se, but once you've got it, you've got it. So this is my cowl. Oops, I don't have it quite straight there. So there it is. So it goes all the way around, and basically what her tutorial has you do is make a triangle of the crocodile stitch. So there's the texture you can see there. And this gradiates from very deep charcoal with some marled grays in it up into kind of some taupey browns, lighter grays, and then it goes into almost a pure white up here, and then back down to the gray as you go around the other side. But what she had us do was make a triangle of the crocodile stitch and then go ahead and make the cowl part, and then you go ahead and seam them together and then seam them into a circle as well. So you seam it here and then you also seam it down the back, right? So this is kind of an interesting, let's see if I can wear it. Really kind of an interesting pattern. I have never made one like this. I don't have anything like this that I can just kind of put over like a hood and then walk out. It will fit perfectly snug under a jacket. Let's see if I can do some squatting here. It looks silly with my Washington Huskies hoodie. I'm being super comfy cozy today, so I hope you all don't mind that I'm not dressed up for you. But anyway, it feels really nice. It's squishy in texture. It's really soft, and I know it will only get softer with wear. And I would have probably preferred the dark to be up here because I get real washed out with light colors, but I thought this looked good, and it's not exactly what I had planned based on this photo. But I think it did turn out very, very nicely based on Alison's tutorial. And I'm actually really excited to wear it for winter months. Maybe when COVID's not happening next year, I'm gonna have to be out and about a little bit more during the cold months. And I'm really excited to be able to have this and have just something very different. I don't have anything like this. So I'm pretty excited about that. Pause, please. All right, so that is finished object number 1. I will link both Setta's video, and, like I said before, and Alison Russell's. It's Alison Russell's Crochet and Craft channel, I believe is the name of her channel. If I've got that messed up, I'm so sorry, Alison, but I will have it correctly linked down below. Go check her out. Throw her some love. Let her know that I sent you if you haven't found her yet. She is an awesome, awesome Scottish lady. I love her accent. I could just listen to her for hours, and I have based on her tutorials. But I also just thought she was the sweetest, sweetest person. My limited interaction with her has just been absolutely delightful. I love finding just genuinely sweet, nice people. That's one of my favorite things about YouTube and the Yarny community is just finding the most delightful people on here that actually care about each other, that are actually out to help each other, lift each other up, not all about competition and rivalry. I just love that she was so sweet and so helpful. So thank you, Alison. If you happen to be watching this, I'm sure you have better things to do, but thank you so much, and loved the tutorial. This is so comfy. I'm so excited. So next month, the picture is this gorgeous starry evening with the very snowy mountains. So I've already got a couple of ideas. The problem is sort of yet again, I feel like I'm seeing very different colors in there, and also based on what other people have said to me, they see very different colors in there. So it's interesting what catches each person's eye. Really excited to see what everybody else does. And I've got some ideas. Now I have to find a pattern. So that will be for next month that we'll see at some point. And that is finished object number 1. I guess I don't really have that in frame. It doesn't really need to be, but you know. Let's see, so finished object number 2 is actually the first item from my Make 9, and I'm really, really excited to have actually officially finished an item from my Make 9. That being said, it is a little bit of a cop-out. I picked probably the easiest, quickest pattern on my Make 9, but that's okay. I'm calling it a win, right? So this is the Moonlight Stroll Infinity Scarf. And yes, you did just see me wrap that 3 times. This baby is big, to the point where I almost frogged it, but you guys, it's shawl and a ball in the colorway Moonstone, and it is so beautiful. The colors are right up my alley. It is so sparkly and gorgeous. Let me see if I can get this to focus. See all the glitter in there and beautiful, like right in here. These are like my favorite color blue in the whole world. See if I can get that to focus. It's just this beautiful deep blue, but it's still got some green, goes into some grays, taupes. You get some salmons. And this really is a bit more pink. On my viewfinder, at least, it's looking very orange. I would call it like a salmon or a rust. And then it goes into this very beautiful, deep, like burgundy, comes back into the pinks, which again is showing up very salmon, into the taupe, back into these blues. But it's got this gorgeous sort of shell pattern lattice work there. Let's see, focus. So I thought that was just a beautiful pattern. And then, like I said, I just thought it was really kind of a fun thing to just really get it wrapped and draped. And I can do multiple things. I can do kind of a tiered 1, 2, 3. I can wear it like I've got it now, that's more like a cowl or a scarf that's just really comfy and cozy. And I love that I can see all of the colors right there just by, you know, kind of having that, just by having that draped the way I do. So that is number 2 of my finished objects. Now, that is from a blog called The Stitchin' Mama, and I will go ahead and link that down below for you as well. I found it via Pinterest, but I will go ahead and link it to the blog. Looks like they were doing kind of a crochet along, it was like a scarf of the month deal, but I will link you directly to the pattern, so just scroll down and you'll find it. And my last but not least finished object for the week is me finishing up another UFO. That's right, I am checking off these unfinished objects just right off my list. I am actually very possibly going to use the UFO videos, which I will try to link down below for you as well, number 1 and number 2. I'm going to kind of use them as a, okay, what can I get done this week or next week or this month, and just try to slowly get rid of all my unfinished objects that I had at the beginning of the year. So one of my ulterior motives with actually making those videos is I want a record of this is what I had, this is what needs to get finished. So a while back I had started the everybody's familiar with the C2C or corner to corner crochet blankets, and it's using the corner to corner stitch, right? But which is basically very similar, I think, to like the box stitch, but at the diagonal you start and you build up from a corner, and then gradually come back. But there are different variations of the corner to corner blankets using different stitches. I've seen the moss stitch. I've seen several different ones there. So I found a pattern that was from the granny stitch, but in the corner to corner. And so I decided that I was going to use the Hygge yarn, Red Heart Hygge yarn, and make myself a corner to corner granny stitch blanket. So this is what it looks like, and this is in the color Pearl is this beautiful kind of creamy color, Powder is this beautiful light pink, and this is probably coming off black on the camera, but that is a really beautiful blue called Indigo. Let's see if we can get it to show the color just a little bit. You can see it maybe a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't look too black, because it's definitely blue. But I did 6 rows of each color except the blue, where I did 9 rows of the blue, just to make it a little bit more substantial, give a little bit of detail, and hopefully you can kind of see that there. Just very slightly bigger stripes in the blue, in order to kind of give it a little interest, shall we say. I don't know, I think I probably should have done 1 or 2 more rows of blue in order to make it stand out a little bit. I was very, very adamant that I needed that to be a slight variation, and I think maybe it's too slight. But anyway, this is so soft and snuggly and cozy. It's fairly hefty, like it's weighty. It is a number 5. No, it's a number 6 bulky, I believe. And that's the Red Heart Hygge yarn. It's so soft. I'm sure you saw some of that texture in there. But it's got, ooh, it's one to pick up my blanket in the background instead. But anyway, it's got some of that kind of fuzzy, almost frayed. Sean was saying it looks like it's frayed. I'm like, no, it's not frayed. It's just the texture of the yarn. But it's got that kind of real soft eyelashy kind of look to it. Anyway, I love it. I'm so excited. This is for sure going to keep me warm, snuggling up, watching TV, crocheting. I absolutely love this. I'm thrilled to have it done. I don't use pink very often, but when I do use pink, a lot of times I like to put it with a green or a blue or something like that you don't see it with as often. So I was super excited to have this done. Basically, you guys, I was here, right here. I was very nearly finished when I ran out of the indigo yarn, and I needed to go get it, and I just never did. And COVID hit and everything went crazy, and I just never went back to it. So I just said, you know what? I'm gonna go pick that up. Actually, Grant got into it. I keep it like in a tote bag behind the sofa, and he got into the corner and was having a field day, grabbing everything out, throwing it over his shoulder. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to finish that. So I just ordered a curbside pickup from Joann's of 1 indigo. I knew I had enough of the powder and the pearl. Finished it up in a day and a half. A day and a half, you know, like an hour and a half. But that's how much time I get to crochet per day. So anyway, got that finished. Super happy to have that done. So a very long infinity scarf. This actually goes past my knees when I put it on and only loop it once. It's kind of hilarious. But 1 infinity scarf, 1 cowl, and 1 big old throw. So this is, I should have measured it. I feel like everybody always wants to know that, but this is a little bit, well, just about my wingspan, and I'm like 5'2½", and it's definitely, I believe it's as tall as me. Let's find out. No, it goes to my neck. Goes to here on me, right? So definitely big enough for little old me to snuggle up with. I'm pretty excited about that one. So there's that. And if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off because it's getting toasty in here. All right, so I'm back. I finished up with my my finished objects, and now we just need to talk about my whips. I'm not going to show you my granny square temperature blanket right now. Essentially, you've seen all the progress that was made. I did crochet a few more of the squares, but I am not caught up with it, and I've still only got the 2 joined together. That's going to be a big push this week to get myself caught up on that. But I'm still really enjoying it. I still am every day recording the different temperatures and keeping that very organized. Really excited to get back to that. But there's nothing to show you. So we'll just leave that alone for now. And the other very small work in progress that I'm doing is Tiffany Hansen. It used to be Hooked for Hope, and now I believe it's, let's see, I wrote it down, Crochet with Tiffany Hansen. I came across a few people were talking about really enjoying her channel in some of the lives, and then Crystal from Bag O' Day did a big shout out for her, but I had actually just subscribed like a day or two prior to that because people were talking about really enjoying her channel. So I went and checked her out, and sure enough, she's a super sweetheart. I really enjoy her. She's got several tutorials. Really excited to dig into some of those. But she posted a video for Warm Up America, and basically they are an umbrella organization that collects 7x9 rectangles, crochet rectangles, I believe. Maybe they do knit as well. We were just talking about crochet. And they accept all of these 7x9 rectangles, and then they stitch them together into blankets, and then they distribute them to the different charities under the umbrella of Warm Up America. And I believe it's like the Red Cross and different women's shelters and different children's hospitals and things like that. I guess there are several of them that are under there. And I thought, what a good idea. So I definitely have some scrap yarn that I don't have enough to do with. Maybe I don't have the ball band anymore, so even if there's a bunch left, I don't know how to go get more of that for a bigger project. So might as well just use it to make squares, right? I was planning on making some sort of scrappy project with it in the future. What better way than to donate to this wonderful cause? So if you guys are interested in her video or also contributing with some squares, I will leave her link down below, but basically she is going to be asking people to join in, and you send in your squares to this address right here. And she is trying to, I think, get 5,000 squares by February 14th or February 15th. Again, I'm so sorry. I will have the link linked. I will have the video linked below, and I will have put some information up here for you. But she's got a goal of so many rectangles to be sent in on her behalf, and you're supposed to send it to Warm Up America directly and then say care of Hooked for Hope or what have you. So I really want to participate in that. I think that's a great cause. Tiffany really inspired me to do that, and I'd love to give more to charity this year with my crochet projects. So in her video, she had a tutorial for the seed stitch, and I had never tried this before. Again, another stitch that I promised myself I would be just going down the line learning all these stitches. And I think this might also be the linen stitch, but it may not be. This might be just a similar stitch. But here is my first one. This is in a Karen 1 pound in off-white or cream or something like that. And here is the beginning. I just started this morning while Grant was having his nap. And I really am enjoying that texture. It's going to be so warm. It's definitely curling up a little bit. I may have to block it. I am a really, really tight crocheter, and she called for an H hook to make this the 7-inch gauge. And I definitely I've measured it several times, and I definitely do attain the 7 inches here, but you have to stretch it just the tiniest bit in order to get it. So really enjoying that, and I'm hoping I can whip up several more. I have about half a skein of this kind of off-white. It looks like it's seen better days, I know. And I have several other little scrap balls and things like that. In fact, I'm going to use the remnants from this mandala ombre in the cool color, and definitely make some out of that as well. And hopefully I can send several in the next couple of weeks, get it to Texas by her deadline. So really excited to do that. I'm sure she would love it if you guys would join in as well. She doesn't know that I'm making this video. This is in no way sponsored or in collaboration with her, but I just wanted to jump on the bandwagon because I thought it was an awesome cause, and she just really inspired me to do something. So Warm Up America, yay! Super excited to participate. She also did some tutorials on the Trinity stitch as well, and I will go ahead and make a couple of squares in that stitch as well, and then they can mix and match. They can have some of the seed stitch and the Trinity stitch, and I'm not sure if they specifically asked for those stitches or if that's just something that she wanted to feature. She did say you could use whatever stitch you wanted as long as you did attain the 7 by 9 inch rectangle gauge. So there's that. That is all I have for whips in progress. That's all I have for works in progress right now. I actually just finished up that blanket today, and so not a whole lot to show. I know that's not very exciting. I'm sorry, you guys. But I will be starting on the next cowl for Setta's cowl. And I will be making more of the squares. I will be working on the temperature blanket, so I do have a huge whip. I just didn't show it. And I will be working on getting those done, and we'll see what else I have in store. Acquisitions. I'm so excited. Brenda, the newbie crocheter. I will link her channel down below. She's fantastic. If you happen to have not found her, please go join her family. Tell her that I sent you. She's fantastic, amazing. She has a heart of gold. She's so dang cute. She's just so sweet. She's one of my favorite people here on YouTube. And her husband, Leonard, hi Leonard, actually did, he actually made a sign that I think they're selling. If you want to go ahead and email Brenda, again, I'll link her down below and you can have all of her information. But it is for subscribe signs, and mine finally came. Ta-da! Is that so beautiful? I wish that the camera would focus on it and not me. So there it is. It looks fantastic. And they asked if I would like hooks on the back or a little stand. I asked for the stand so that it will sit on my shelves once I finally get my yarn situated. Because yes, I got my shelves in. We got them completely put together. Stacked up on the wall, mounted to the wall, and I have some of my yarn up there, but this has just been a crazy couple of weeks. So it seems like a lot of my sit around and crochet time after Grant has gone to sleep has actually been building shelves, building cabinets, and so I didn't get a whole lot of work done because we were really busy working. But I will go ahead and just have this kind of hanging out in the background. So I'm super, super excited. So, you know, if you haven't subscribed, maybe you want to do that now. Maybe you don't, but you know, it's a reminder. So anyway, I wanted to just have this sitting in the background, but my couch doesn't want it to stand up. So I'm going to set it down below, but isn't this fantastic, fantastic work? Wonderful work. It is perfectly smooth, sanded, varnished. It just looks fantastic, and I could not be happier with the workmanship there. So thank you so much, Brenda, so much. Thank you, Leonard. I appreciate it. And of course, I got a lovely thank you card and a sticker and her business card. Brenda's just the sweetest, so thank you so much, Brenda. All right, so in the beginning of the video, I did tell you that I also had an announcement in addition to the works in progress, the finished objects, the acquisitions. I also had a little bit of administrative duties that needed to be taken care of. So if you've made it this far, guess what? We're gonna have a giveaway! We did actually make it to over 500 subscribers, and I waited a couple of days. It has lasted. I've stayed over 500 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I am touched, honored, and beyond humbled that so many of you have saw fit to subscribe to my channel, and so many of you watch and comment regularly, and I can't tell you how much your comment means to me. Every morning I see little notifications that someone commented on one of my videos, and I really cherish that. I just can't tell you enough how much it warms my heart that people want to talk to me about crochet. I know that seems silly, but it's one of my greatest passions. I have so much fun doing it, and I do have a couple of friends that crochet right along with me, but it's always nice to sit and be able to talk to other yarny people. So thank you so much. I'm blown away. I'm super, super happy. So I just wanted to have a very secret giveaway for my loyal subscribers that have stuck with me this far and are still watching my videos till the end with little to no hinting. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. So without further ado, I'm going to show you. It is just a little giveaway. It's not anything crazy. We're not talking massive 100 ball giveaway. No, we're not doing that. This is just a very small channel. But I did want to do something to say thank you from me to you. This giveaway will be worldwide. However, if you are outside of the United States, I will be sending you a $25 Amazon gift card rather than the yarn, in which case I will probably just hang on to the yarn and I will add that to a different giveaway in the future possibly, or something of that nature. If you are in the United States and you are the winner, I will go ahead and send you the following package. Now there may be little odds and ends thrown in, but this is going to be the majority here, okay? So the first thing we've got here is 6 balls of this ice yarn Rosetta. And this is a beautiful, soft, luscious yarn. It's got purples and grays and beiges, oh my. And it's got kind of a marled, tweedy effect there, if you can see in there. It's very squishy. These are 50-gram balls. Let's see, it is called Rosetta. You can't for the life of you see what number it says, but I think it says a number 3 lightweight. I would disagree with that. I think it is a number 2. And there may be spots that it goes up to a number 3. Here is another one. Oops. And I apologize, some of them are a bit worse for wear here. They've just been packaged up in the plastic still. But you can see a little bit of the color variation from in there. Get on in there. But I think it's a roving style yarn. I do believe it goes between a 2 and a 3, but it was a lot lighter than I expected it to. I did use this yarn, not this, but I made part of a scarf with it, and I have not finished it. It's actually another one of my UFOs. I don't think I put that in the video. I'm just noticing that. But anyway, I have a scarf that is being worked on. It was a shawl pattern that I'm converting to a scarf. And I just started ball 2 with that scarf. And I'm not going to need the rest of this. And I really like it. I'm enjoying working with it, but I don't foresee myself using a whole bunch more of this. When I bought it, I thought I was buying the worsted variety. That's a lot thicker, and I thought I'd make a blanket. But since I've got 6 balls of this that I have no use for, I am going to give it to you folks. So it's still in the bag from Ice Yarns. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crinkle, crinkle. Where are all my crinklers out there? Are you with me? Okay. The next one I did, and this one again is looking kind of worse for wear, but it's never been used. This is the Ice Yarns Magic Light, and it just looks like it's puffed out. It's hilarious. It's looking a little poofy here, but this has beautiful oranges, peaches, apricots, white, and it also has kind of some fudgy brown in there and kind of a lighter beigey brown. I used a whole bunch of this to make my mom a hat and a shawl for her birthday. So you will have seen that in previous podcasts if you are watching. And I've used and used and used this stuff. I still have a skein and a half. Obviously, I'm not going to give you guys the partially used skein, but this is more than enough to make some sort of hat. Oh, I'm just realizing I did not give you guys the stats because you can barely read them on here, but this is 30% wool, 70% acrylic. So if you have a wool allergy, you can either regift this to someone that you love who does not have a wool allergy, or maybe don't enter this giveaway. But it does have wool content. It is a 50-gram ball, 200 meters, so a little over 200 yards a piece, and there are 6 of them, so lots and lots of yardage on this baby. I know a lot of people who are really into 1s and 2s weight yarns, and they make the most beautiful shawls. That gradiated color would be phenomenally beautiful. I've held on to it for over a year thinking I was going to do just that, and I've just realized I just probably won't. I could probably knit with it. Should I keep it? No, I'm going to give it to you. So here is this one. Now this is Magic Light. This, they do qualify as a number 3 lightweight. And again, that makes perfect sense. This is a number 3 lightweight. Okay. Really, really pretty colors there. But I just am not, I'm not going to use it. I've done everything I wanted to do with this and more. And so I'm going to give it to you guys rather than, you know, give it to Goodwill or just have it sit forever. I want somebody to love this. This is free to a good home. You just have to enter my giveaway. So let's see, did I already tell you? I probably didn't. This one is 100% acrylic. Number 3, lightweight. 360 meters. So there's a really good amount here. There's very close to 400 yards in just one skein here, and that's why it's just the never-ending pack of yarn. I have used and used and used this stuff. I still have it, so I want it to go to a good home. And there's one more thing. If you have seen my last Hirschner's haul, I will link it down below. I have and my Hirschner's mystery bag unboxing as well. Both of them feature the Premier Coffee Shop yarn. I'm in love with this stuff, you guys. I absolutely love it. It's so luxurious and luscious and soft. The colorways are beautiful and vivid, and I ordered one just for you guys for this exact reason. I didn't say that in my unboxing because I didn't want people to know that I was gonna have a giveaway. I want this to be for the people who are sticking with me to the end. I fell absolutely madly, deeply in love with the Premier Coffee Shop yarns. They're so vivid, luxurious, luscious, soft, just beautiful, beautiful yarns. And I went ahead and got one just for you guys. That's right. When I placed the order, I thought I'm gonna buy one of those and it's gonna go directly for a giveaway. So here it is. Ba-ba-da-da! Here it is. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? So this is called the Grand Canyon colorway. It's looking a little more yellow on screen than it is. It's more of a mustardy gold with some rusty oranges in there. Very, very vivid blues. Little bit of sagey greens in there. All tweeted out with some white. There you are. Isn't it beautiful? So this is a lightweight 3. Machine wash, warm, lay flat to dry. Grand Canyon is the color. There we go. 284 yards, 260 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 85% acrylic, 15% wool. Again, we do have that wool content. I'm sorry about that. I will in the future do some sort of giveaway that is acrylic only for all of you guys who have wool allergies. This is not probably the giveaway for you if you do have a wool allergy, unless you're planning on regifting it. So here is the coffee shop label, Premier. This is just so luscious, soft. It's got beautiful, vivid colors, and I want you guys to try it. I have actually still yet to try this. I bought a bunch of it because I'm so in love with it. I can't wait to work with it, but I actually haven't yet. If you win this giveaway, you might even beat me to it. So, this giveaway is 100% sponsored by me and me alone. Nobody participated in this. I didn't get any of this yarn gifted to me. I bought it all with my own money. YouTube is not affiliated with it. Hirschner's and Ice Yarns are not affiliated with it. This is completely sponsored by me, myself, and I. It is open worldwide, like I said. You will get a gift card if you're out of the United States. If you're within the United States, I will send you this yarn. I will just have you go ahead and email me if you are the winner. What do you have to do to win? I know you're dying to know. I would love you to subscribe to this channel. I will be double checking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I'm so sorry. I will be picking another winner. If you would like to share this video, I would greatly appreciate that. It's not necessary, but I would love it. I would love it if you would leave a comment down below, and you need to tell me what you would plan to do with this yarn. This is obviously void where prohibited. I am not responsible for any duties or fees I will pay to ship it to you, and it's out of my hands after that. And I think that's everything. I will post some rules down below as far as giveaway goes. You do have to be 18 years old or older. And I think that's about it. So thank you so much for staying with me. And I just wanted this to be, I know it's not a big giveaway, but it is 8 balls of yarn. It's not bad for my very first giveaway, right? And it's all stuff that I've used and enjoyed besides the coffee shop, which I'm dying to use. So I'm really excited to be able to give that in a giveaway because I would always want to give you guys something that I for sure know that I want to use. Everything within this giveaway falls in that category, and I'm so excited for one of you loyal people to get it. So this giveaway will be open for 1 week. 1 week from today. This giveaway will close about 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on February the 2nd, Tuesday. I will go ahead and find a way to disable the comments. At any rate, I will definitely pick the winner with the random giveaway. Only 1 comment, please, per entry. I will be filtering out duplicate comments. And I think that's everything. I feel really bad. I don't think I had that super cohesively in here. Hopefully I can edit that down to where it makes a little more sense. But thank you so much. Basically, this video is just a huge thank you to everybody who sits and listens to me blather on week after week. I'm so happy to have found you all. I can't wait to give you more content. It's only been about 2.5 months. And we already have over 500. I can't wait to possibly give you some giveaways and crochet alongs and definitely some tutorials coming up. So please stick around. Tell me what you're working on. What have you been excited about this week? What's going on with you guys, okay? Don't forget to make sure you're subscribed. Oh, like the video, subscribe, like the video, comment down below. Let me know what you would like to do with this yarn and which one's your favorite. Okay, have a wonderful day, evening, week, weekend, whenever you're watching this, and have a good one, you guys. Bye now, take care.